What's good? What's good, everybody? It's Baby J Jack, Baby Jeff. What's good with you, bro?
Man, just chilling, man. Man, good day in the city, man. A lot going on. BV reunion going on. The Memorial Cup is here, so all that's going on downtown. A lot of traffic, a lot of stuff going on, man. So good day in the city.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. And hopefully they can get it back cracking. You know what I mean? Like it used to be. And everybody can have fun and anybody thinking something silly, keep it off your mind.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. No, it's looking good, man. Of
Hmm.
course, there's a lot of police out too, so they might want to
Yeah,
chill. They might want to chill.
yeah, yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. I mean, even the biggest events gonna have a lot of security. So Saginaw definitely need to get better with that. So hopefully they doing real good on that. So so everybody have a good time that came to have a good time.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, and the streets always remember a lot of money flowing through the streets. So you keep more events. All y'all will be wondering why it's a drought and why it's hard out here in the streets. Y'all stopping all the events.
Right, right,
Stop, so stop stopping them.
man.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what it is, man. Appreciate Saginaw doing this thing, man, and all the cities, all the states, everybody that's having a good time, man. Every day is some bad news, so hopefully, maybe people can get their minds off some of the things that we're going through in life with the good times that's going on. And with sports talk, we sports talk live. A lot of things that going on in our life. This is one of the times we can, for an hour at least, we can get away from it. And we can get to talk some good sports.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So, without that, hey, but first off, appreciate everybody that's gonna tune in now, that's tuning in now, or that's gonna tune in later. I mean, appreciate y'all. Any support, any shares, whatever you can do, we appreciate it. And we just rocking. And you already know you got your boy right here with the Lions gear on. My boy Jameer
Yes, sir.
Gibbs. Yeah, I love Jameer Gibbs. It was between Amon Ryan and Gibbs. I say, man, I got to go with the young cat Gibbs. Man, I love Gibbs game.
Man, dude is a star in the making, man. Can't wait to see what he doing in year two, man. Him and Montgomery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we got the best backfield in the league personally.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And that's the good thing is to go with a great offensive line. And I'm waiting. I'm anxious to see what Kevin Zeitler do. To keep on going with it. You know what I mean? To keep that whole thing going because even with Jonah Jackson, how he was struggling, we was doing pretty good. So if he come in and improve the offensive line, woo, team's in trouble.
man, oh man, it's crazy, man. I also was peeping a little bit, man. Uh Dan Campbell said that you know, man, Williams is showing out,
Yeah,
what I'm saying,
yeah,
in OTAs and what I'm saying, showing that he ready to take off. So man, I'm hoping. I'm
yeah,
hoping, man, because
yeah.
that'll make us even crazier on offense.
Bro. And I like you pointed out about Williams. I I hope he gets doing his thing, keep on this trajectory. But I'm really watching your boy DPJ though. We need him to step into that third role and solidify. If he solidify, he got all the intangibles: the size, the height, the speed. He just got to put it together. If he put it together and Jameson do his thing, like you say, keep on going up to that next level. Woo! With Khalif Raymond, yeah, we could be pretty good with Laporta. Oh yeah, it'd be hard. It's gonna be hard for teams.
Definitely, man. Yeah, it's we loaded, man. I think we're in our window. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it's really just about taking advantage of it, man. Like, can we stay healthy and mostly healthy? I mean, it's football. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose somebody, but can we
Yeah,
mostly stay healthy, or can we, you know, even if we lose somebody, we lose them where we got some depth that we can plug
yeah,
in or something. And man, like
yeah.
I'm just ready to see it.
Oh yeah,
Ready to
yeah.
see him take off.
It's gonna be some anxious times. You know what I mean? Shout out to T Jones. He say, "What up, fellas?
What
Salute
up,
to you,
cuz?
bro. One pride. You
Yes,
already
sir.
know, no doubt. Much love, one pride. Monique, man, we appreciate you. She said, I don't do sports too much, but I'm sharing. That's love. You know what I
Hey,
mean? That's all I can
appreciate
say. That's love. Hey, we need about 100,000 more of you.
it. No doubt.
We need about
Yeah,
100,000 more of you. We
man.
appreciate you
Let's
though.
go.
Salute to you.
Yeah,
We just
shout out to Miss Monique, man. Miss Monique is a city councilwoman in the city of Saginaw, man, and
y'all
man, she's
supportive.
all about the community. So you know, what I'm saying this ain't no surprise. Like she support. That's what she do. You know, what I'm saying, and
Yeah,
she represents. So appreciate you.
yeah, yeah. No doubt, no doubt. That's what's up. And I ain't real big on politics. Jeff, that guy on politics. So we might have to get an interview with you in thawedmagazine.com during that time and get some of your thoughts on the politics too.
Oh yeah, she running for her spot again this year, man. So keep that in mind. And I think she'll appreciate having a spotlight and be able to tell the people what she do. So that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And T Jones, we got a couple conversation pieces going on. Appreciate y'all. Throw y'all topics out there, and we definitely gonna get to talking about it. You know what I mean? This show about y'all. So T Jones say, "What up, y'all?" I really don't want to do that one.
Yeah.
As a Spartan fan, but T Jones, out of respect, bro, we're gonna let Jeff talk about that one right there. He said, "Let's talk about the quarterback situation at Michigan."
Oh man, I think it's Orgy job, man. Alex Orgy is man, a total athlete, man. Like about 6'3", about 225, man. Dude can do everything. It's really about him getting his passing together. Is his accuracy gonna be good because he got everything else, including the legs. Like he can run, what I'm saying, he can move around, he can do it all. You know what I'm saying? It's just about putting it all together. So I think he the head guy, the guy that's going in as the guy. And then, he got some other cats behind him, like a Davis Warren, and, you know what I'm saying, Jaden Denegal, a couple others that's going to push him, you know what I'm saying, that can, you know, give him a push. The other cat from Indiana, I think it's Tuttle, I think his name. Um, but I think it's his job. You know what I'm saying? And, the players are starting to say it. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Edwards pretty much said, like, man, it's his job. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to support him, blah, blah, blah. So I think, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Of course, you got to go through spring, fall camp and all that good stuff. And he going to have to win it. But I think it's his. You know.
Yeah, I ain't seen too much of him, but what I did see of him, he got all the talent in the world. I'm a football guy. So, I ain't rocking with Michigan like that. I do watch the sports, you know what I mean? I'm gonna stay off this question as much as possible, but I'm gonna say that he kind of skill wise or what he can do kind of remind me of what Lamar Jackson do, but I ain't gonna
Yeah.
put him at that level. I'm hoping he throw a lot of interceptions. So I'm just gonna tell you that.
Yeah, no doubt. That's definitely it's definitely a good comparison. And but he probably a little thicker than Lamar. But
Yeah.
man, same kind of you can you get him in some space, man, and you can't turn your back on him.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll
Yeah,
see.
it's gonna
We'll
be
see.
good. Yeah, it's gonna be a good season. It's good to see how Michigan, how they gonna bounce back from the coaching change and everything that go with it, where they keep it rolling. Uh, as a Michigan State fan, I definitely know when coaching changes affect you real tough. So they put themselves in the best position to keep rolling. We're gonna see if they keep on rolling. So
Yeah, it's
yeah.
funny. I mean, with Harbaugh, you know what I'm saying, you always have some type of headlines, you know what I'm saying, because he's just polarizing like that. So, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, whether it was camps or whatever, you know what I'm saying, there was always something. So now it's actually just quiet, really. It's like,
Yeah,
you got all that. Like, cats
yeah. I
just
like I
working.
like that. Get on back down, Michigan. We ain't trying to rock with y'all. No, I ain't gonna hate. I ain't gonna hate. I ain't gonna start no beef today. But hey, but I want to appreciate everybody that's watching. We got over 10, so viewers hit 12. So everybody that's checking in, we appreciate you. And what we was doing, answering, Jeff was addressing T. Jones' question about let's talk about the quarterback situation in Michigan. So now that that's over and done with, T, we gonna we gonna move on to
Stay
more.
tuned. Stay tuned. There'll be more from the champs.
No Michigan
You know.
quarter. No, I ain't gonna say all that. Keep them coming. Whatever y'all got, keep them coming. We appreciate all any comments, anything that y'all got to talk about. Jeff is gonna talk about any mid-thing Michigan, so I ain't messing with it.
No doubt.
But yeah,
See.
Monique say I'm waiting on y'all to talk about Draymond Green. Oh, what is there to talk about? I see what Saginaw talking about. I don't know what else. I mean,
Man, that Saginaw mess ain't even nothing to talk about, man.
yeah,
That's a little vocal minority that always come out every year talking about he ain't never did nothing for the city, man. Shut up with that. Like if you don't
man.
go on with that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's too much out there that he's done, all kind of camps and all kind of things that he done donated, man. Like y'all be quiet with that.
Yeah,
But I think there was. I'm trying to think. Was there something else? I'm trying to remember what he was in the news for something.
yeah. I don't know.
Um,
I know that was going around. I also see, you know, you hate when there's a lot of that stuff going, but I guess people need something to talk about around in May. So I've seen the T Grizzly thing with his wife from Saginaw going around. Draymond Green, people talking about it's like this happens like every year around this time, and he's
uh,
still playing. It's like it ain't like he retired. You know what I
yeah,
mean? He's still
yeah.
playing,
No,
but
I
it's like
know.
they want them to.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But I know what it. I
Yeah.
know what it is now. I did
What
see
was
this. He basically
it?
said the NBA is set up to where NBA players won't be able to keep their wealth after they play. Um, he was talking about the fines and the different things that happen where how that basically the NBA take your money, and then taxes as well. He basically just talked about what I'm saying after guys get out the game how they're not able to build generational wealth. And so, it was a interesting conversation. And of course, people, that don't like Draymond, what I'm saying? They was like, well, if he, because he was talking about like the fines and stuff, like, what I'm saying? Like, I get a $5,000 or $100,000 fine, for what? You know what I'm saying? Like for something on the
Yeah.
court, like basically like, the refs kind of take your money by, taking stuff so personal. You get a check, what I'm saying? You get kicked out the game or whatever. Like that's just money just gone. Boom, 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 taken away from
We,
players. That was
we
the
already
gist.
know it's a reason. Yeah, we already know it's a reason for that. I mean, anytime you get fined, it's like a speeding ticket. You know what I mean? I hate to say it because I do a lot of speeding sometimes, but I know the fine the fine is to keep you from speeding.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it is what it is.
Um,
I think anybody know, it's so many things that they do get taxed for, which fines and everything. But you got the what is it called, a joke tax? The joke tax,
man,
I think it is. Yeah, they get
yeah.
taxed for every game they go playing in different cities and states. You know what I mean? So they you might see a cat with a $30 million contract. You like, oh yeah, he paid. In your mind, you thinking he getting a whole 30, but he ain't.
No, hell no, no. And I think Shaq even chimed in. Shaq was like, California? Whoo! Like,
They gonna
so,
tax it. You
yeah.
paying.
But yeah, it's crazy. But I do got the quote, at least one of the quotes. And this quote is from Draymond Green. He says that the NBA is a setup for players to stay wealthy after they retire because of fines and taxes. And his quote was, "This job is actually not set up for us to be wealthy after we're done playing. The way we're taxed. Wow. It took my mom 4 years when I was growing up to make 100K. And I lose that a night because of what? You know what I'm saying? It does make sense. And then of course people were like, well, if he wouldn't act like a goon on the court, he'll keep his 100,000. But which is fair, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of them fines shouldn't be that high. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
Yeah,
us growing up with the Pistons, man, them cats was throwing them things
yeah,
and have a
yeah.
$5,000 fine. Them cats was going blows like. You know what I'm saying? These cats get 100K fines and they ain't throwing no blows. Like,
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. We got a lot of comments too. We're gonna try to get to everybody. So Catherine Rivers, shout out to you, Cat. She say, don't be speeding. I be trying, sis. I be trying. Yeah, I be trying. Yeah, I do. I don't be out there like that, but sometimes you do go because anything over 5 miles is considered speeding in certain area. I mean, area. It's speed limit 55. You're going over 60. They got a right. But sometimes they'll get you even for less than that. So hey, you just gotta be careful. So I ain't promoting speeding. So don't be doing all that. Well, shout out, yeah, and with that, I also want to shout out to Matthew Odell. We probably get more into that Draymond situation too. But let's see what some more comments say. Matthew wants you. This back to you, Jeff, because I ain't. Yeah, he said, how many games do you give Orgy to prove himself during the season?
I think you just, you know what I'm saying, if he win the job, it's his job. You know what I'm saying? I think he proved himself in camp to get the job. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to stick with it. Like, don't, I think that's for, any team. You don't have to just be Michigan, man. Like, when you know what I'm saying, y'all go through a camp and he win the job, like, it's his job. And don't, you know what I'm saying, and don't have him looking over his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's just gonna make him play, worse. Because man, I can't make a mistake because you know what I'm saying. I get a quick yank. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If you win a job in camp, it's his job. You know what I'm saying? And it's his job to lose now. You know what I'm saying? You get to losing games and he just ain't showing that he's a college ready quarterback. Then, you know what I'm saying? You have to make a change. But even then, even then, you still gotta, you know what I'm saying? If you have a bad game and we lose, you know what I'm saying? Don't yank. You know what I'm saying? Get back to practice. You know what I'm saying? Try to help him redeem himself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a learning curve. You know what I'm saying? But I'd say it's his job. You know what I'm saying? If he win in the camp, it's his job.
Yeah. And we got YouTube. I mean, we stream on
the
like
B
8
crew back.
platforms. Yeah, we got the B crew on there. I was just gonna show up just for a hot second. But we ain't gonna go. We gonna go ahead. Yeah, get off that one. We appreciate you. That name is wild though. I ain't gonna put props to the name, but I don't know how you gonna get that out there much on these. Yeah, they're gonna get everybody banned.
Man.
Say great beast of the sky. I couldn't even read
Okay.
that. I don't know what's going on with that one. Hey, appreciate you though for commenting and watching, but
no doubt.
Bring some sports topics. Davis Warren is breathing down his neck. T. Jones said. I don't know.
I think
Davis
that might
Warren,
be a
so
couple.
I guess
Yeah, he wanted the backups.
Okay.
Yeah, Davis Warren is playing pretty good. But yeah, I think if they play like they, to the level of their talent, if they play that, I think Oregon will beat them out. But it's good to have a Davis Warren, you know what I'm saying, because it's football. What if Oregon get hurt? You know what I'm saying? Then you have a capable backup. So yeah.
He said, T. Jones say, looking at our schedule, you think we can run the table again? Nope.
Whew, it's gonna be hard, bro.
As a
I'm a big homer. I'm a big homer, and that's even like, whoo, man. I tell you what, I mean, if we can pop one of them early tough ones, I feel like if we can get one of them early tough ones, because I think we might have USC or somebody real early. We got Texas early too. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying. If we can pop a couple of them, then we can revisit this conversation. But just looking at it now, it's feeling.
Y'all lost a lot of defense though, didn't y'all?
We lost a lot, but we retained a lot too. A lot of because we play a lot of players. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them players have played a lot. So it's kind of a plug and play situation. But I think the defense is going to be the strength of the team. I think we got to figure out quarterback. I think we got to figure out some with the wide receivers. I think running back's going to be fine. Offensive line going to be fine. Tight end going to be fine. It's really the quarterback and the receivers, or a couple of receivers. So we got a couple that return there too. So just a couple things to figure out, and we got to figure out quick because we got Texas. I think like week 2. So yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like I say, with the Spartans, I know ain't nobody asked me, but I mean, with the Spartans, Jonathan Smith, we got a lot of things to look forward to, and hopefully he can change around how bad it's been. So I ain't gonna touch on the Spartans too much, so because we need help. So, but yeah, we got the bees on there. Let me see. I put that up.
They talking to each other. They talking to each other. They didn't talk to
us. Them names, and they just wild and they trolling. I don't know what's going on with that. But he said, T. Jones said, I'm hearing a lot of Cam Newton comparison. That's for Origin. Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
I guess. I hope not. Because Cam don't really throw it well. So I'm hoping it's more Lamar than Cam. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But then, Cam did win a title in college, so hey.
Yeah. He did pretty good up until like his first 6 seasons in Carolina before I don't know what happened, but Yeah, so he was good. I mean, he was a good player at one point. They was calling him Superman. So, he's real dominant. So yeah, we hoping he don't be like that. So T. Jones, we gonna calm down the comparisons a little bit. I mean, we're gonna calm down. Once we see them interceptions flying, we come them back down to earth, especially against the Spartans. I'm calling it like 3 interceptions. I like that. That sounds good. Yeah,
Man,
yeah. But yeah, it's some other sports. I mean, there's a lot of topics going on right now, which is pretty good. You got the NBA playoffs going on. A lot of people, I don't know. I mean, with the sports right now, it's so back in the days, it's so different compared to. So you got sports every minute almost, and not every day, almost every minute. It's like it's nonstop. So even when a game ain't going, people is on there. You can go to Twitter, Facebook, and they talking sports. So right now, a lot of times they talking about Ant-Man and they down on them and talking about his shooting percentage and comparing them to Kobe and MJ and Luca going on. There's so many things. You can go online and just see sports all day nowadays. So it's way different than when you had to hear about it or you get to talking to your peoples about it. So it's a whole different game and like I say, with the WNBA too, that's picking up steam. The Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese situation, and that's great for the game. The more competitive spirit. People actually talking like they want them to just rig stuff for Caitlin, which is ridiculous. Trying to make it easy for her and everything. They finally won their first game. Shout out to them. But Caitlin
right,
had a horrible game, and they didn't act like the teammates did anything.
man, it's crazy. I mean, I think she had not a great statistical game, but she had a good
All
game where she
around game.
facilitated. Yeah, she facilitated, which is I think
What you
that's her
need to
way.
do.
You know what I'm saying? If she could become more of a point guard, more of a facilitator, you know what I'm saying, that'll
Mm-hmm.
help the rest of her game. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Just facilitate. Just get everybody else going. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And, because right now, you know what I'm saying, like you gonna get a lot of attention because people gonna want to stop you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you get them going, you know what I'm saying, then you get yourself some one-on-ones and now you can get your shots off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
It kind
we'll
of it
see.
kind of it kind of remind me of when I know it's male female, but when Steph Curry came into the league, and at Davidson he was more primarily like a shooting guard in his sophomore and junior year, and his senior year he had to try to transform into a point guard a little bit more to get ready for the NBA. And when he got to the league, he's still a great shooter, but he was considered a point guard. And I think some people look at Caitlin like she's a shooter, but actually she's trying to learn more about being a point guard, like you say, a facilitator, getting a team involved. And the more she can do that, just the same way as Steph Curry was, even though Draymond Green was a big reason for that, you got to get somebody else that can, like a facilitator for I think, what is the Fever, Indiana
Yeah.
Fever. They get somebody else that can be a facilitator to help so that sometimes you can get it out of her hands. She can transform back to a shooting guard and then she can go back to point guard and, get back and forth. What I mean? That was one thing about Curry is that he can get a ball to Draymond and he can turn into a shooting guard. Him and Clay turn into shooting guards. You know what I mean? And when it was
Yep.
time for him, he get the ball back and facilitate. So you need that. Once you get somebody like that,
For
she can be
sure.
dangerous. Yeah, real
Mm-hmm.
dangerous. Yeah, I see you. The big screw.
Yeah,
The
we'll
big
see.
screw. Yeah, I see you dropping a lot of comments.
Yeah,
yeah,
they talk to themselves, man. That's a whole nother conversation over there.
yeah. I put that one up there. Hey, thank you for your service. You the goat. I don't know. I don't know. If we gotta scratch out. Let me see it. Let me see. That the arrow don't really cover it up. So that name. Hey, that name is wild.
No doubt.
They on YouTube.
Right.
We got a lot of people watching on YouTube, Facebook. So salute to everybody that's watching wherever you're watching. Drop some more comments, some more topics if y'all want to address, and we can get to addressing them. But like I say, we got so many topics to speak on. Um, I don't know. You've been watching more of the playoffs. This is the time to watch the NBA. You've been watching more of the playoffs.
Man, it's kind of hit or miss for me. But I watched a little of the Minnesota Dallas game yesterday or last night. Um, it's very competitive. And of course you hear all the storylines that come out of it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that Ant didn't have a great game or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
then they say he avoided taking the last shot. You know, all the stuff that a lot of folks talk about, man. But I think it's just
Yeah,
been I think it's been a competitive series, but I think Dallas is just better. You know what I'm saying? And that's no knock on Minnesota. You know, they super young. They ain't been there before. Really, Dallas ain't been there either. Well, Dallas, the team, ain't been there, but you got Kyrie and cats
Luka.
that got titles. You know what I'm saying? So they got a little bit more experience. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree on that. And with me, I feel like give him a second, the same way they did with Denver. You know what I mean? They
yeah,
figured Denver out. It took them a little second. Uh, the thing about Minnesota that we're not used to is that we're gonna talk about Ant-Man, but their defense is what's really, they hang their hat on.
yeah,
So the reason why they blew Dallas out by, I mean, not Dallas, the reason they blew Denver out by 40 something, and the reason why they was down a big amount and came back to win the seventh game was because of their defense.
yeah,
And yeah, once they figure out Dallas, and if Luka quit talking on the talking so much trash, they gonna figure them out. And if figure Dallas out, it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be trouble
yeah,
because
yeah. I think it's and shout out to Jason Kidd. I think he out coaching. I think he's leading the coaching matchup as well because
mm-hmm,
at some point, man, uh, because Dallas is just, they getting them switches, you know what I'm saying, and getting Luca on Gobert, and he just
yeah,
killing
he torturing him. Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. That's bad.
Like
It look bad.
you gotta say, do I need to go a little smaller? You know what I'm saying? So even if they switch, I got somebody that can actually stay with him. You know what I'm saying? So
Once they figure
that's
that
one of
out,
the things.
that's the type of stuff right there I'm talking about. That little switch. If they figure out how to defend that, which I think they will, I believe uh, they only won by 1 point the last game. So uh, Minnesota ain't that far away from figuring them out. And if they figure him out and that man get his shooting back right, because right now he is struggling. He a young cat, 22 years old. Everybody expecting him to be the Jordan. I don't know what, but even Jordan at 22 was learning the game. You know what I mean? So give him time, man. But like I say, it's every minute something going on. So you got memes flying all over the place, clips flying all over the place. If you read all the narratives, you just know that Ant-Man probably gonna sit out because he tired, and it's all kinds of stuff. So you seeing stuff all day, but when the game come on, I believe you're gonna see this next game Minnesota do some more things. I ain't saying put your money on it, but I don't think they any scared of Dallas, knowing that how they did with Denver.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely gonna be some adjustments. For their sake, it better be because
It
you know what
gotta
I'm
be.
saying, you lose game three, man. Like I think it's do or die at this point. Like you lose
Mhm.
game three, they're probably going to close them out. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
because if they lose game three, they ain't really made no adjustments. They couldn't have,
yeah.
but I think that's the
Mhm.
biggest one for me. You gotta figure out what to do with Gobert. You either, you know what I'm saying, if you getting that switch, like do you trap to get the ball out of his hand, and then y'all rush back to your man. You gotta do something.
Mhm.
You gotta do something
Yeah,
else. Because they
yeah.
just rubbing off and Gobert out there like like a deer on ice,
Yeah. 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 It's crazy. Like I say, they got to figure that out. But the thing is, they got everybody because you lose two games at home. That's the bad part about it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
but with Denver, it was going the same type of series. You know what I mean? It was you lose two at home, they win two on the road. And
yeah,
I'm hoping they don't get too cocky with thinking that's the way it's gonna go. Because if they do, that's when it'll be curtains. Because they still a young team. And to me, it's still kind of wild because out of the probably three cats, I say Zion, John Morant, and Ant Man. I figured probably Zion probably would get there before Ant Man at one point in time. But right now, you're seeing the way Ant Man been playing. They got a chance to win the championship. But he is a
yeah,
young guy. You know what I mean? He's a young guy still figuring it all out. And once he figure it all out, he might be problems not just now, shit, for years to come.
yeah. I mean, he right there, man. It's really about, you know, what they gonna do with the team. You know what I'm saying? And do they keep them together? The core of the team together, and you know what I'm saying, and take that next step.
Mhm.
It's right there. You know what I'm saying? I just hope they don't. But sometimes, man, you get these teams that they feel like they right there, and what I'm saying, they overreact on something like, well,
Yeah.
maybe we need a better,
Memphis.
more experienced coach. Then they fire the coach, or do something stupid to break
Stupid.
stuff up, and then what I'm saying, to throw the whole chemistry off, and what I'm saying.
Hmm.
So hopefully they just stand pat for the most part, and just
Yeah.
try to keep building.
No doubt. No doubt. Now, what about we got the other series going on with Boston and Indiana? What you feel about the Boston Indiana series?
I think it's a little probably I think Indiana gave one away, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
other than
Definitely did.
that might be the end. You know what I'm saying? I think Boston's just better than them. I
Too.
honestly I feel like it's Boston's time to win the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But otherwise, you're gonna start to hear some whispers about Tatum, like, okay, what I'm saying, they're gonna start talking. But no,
Yeah.
but Indiana, another good young team. You know what I'm saying? Got Halliburton and them cats, man. Like they balling. Um,
Hmm.
they're another team like they right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do they do next? Like, do they keep it together or do they mess with it? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
That's usually how it go, one or the other. And
Hmm.
you'd be like, man, we thought Indiana was going. Then they do something
And,
stupid
and
and
you
mess
know
it
what?
up.
You know what's so crazy about it is you see Indiana and it make you so pissed at the Pistons because you know what I mean. Matherin, Halliburton. It was always a choice between. I think with Halliburton we picked what's his name
Killian,
Killian Hayes
yeah,
over him, and with Matherin I think it was Jaden Ivey.
think
I
so.
think
I think
so.
so.
Yeah, yeah. So it was like everything they did this and we did that, and it's like now they playing for finals and we over here don't even know we got to hire Trajan Langdon and hope so they can get something right, and it's just it's crazy, but it just show you how much of a difference it can be, even with the Sacramento Kings. You know
Yep.
what I mean? They did one thing, we could have had this player or that player, and we chose this player, they chose that one, and it went that way, and we went this way, and it's like it's just that close. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the NBA though. I mean, it's you this close from being good or terrible. Like this close. This close.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they don't understand it. They don't take much. It don't take
Mm-mm.
much. And you know,
Nope.
with the Boston Indiana series, you know, it's good to see them young fellas out there, which is the same type of dynamic we got in the West Coast. We got the young cats, Ant Man, we got the veterans and Luca and Kyrie. You know, we got the same kind of dynamic. But like you say with Boston, I think Boston just got too much firepower, and Jaylen Brown right now is looking like that guy. You know, everybody talking about Tatum, but Brown ain't getting the respect he deserved because he been doing his thing.
Yeah,
Um,
man. Yeah, they got a nice mix, of everything. Center that's playing beyond his years. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Man, just got a real nice mix, man. And to me, it's their time. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't get it done now, especially even with Denver out, they don't get it done now. I don't know if they'll ever get it done. So
yeah, I agree because they already had to lose Marcus Smart. You know who next? You don't know who's gonna be next. Every team ain't the same each year. So this is their time. They got, I think, out of all the teams right now, they got the deepest roster. They got the most veteran laden roster. You got two young teams trying to figure it out in the Pacers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Right now, the only team that match them in talent and veteran is the Dallas Mavericks, which they ain't got close to the talent that Boston got. So right now, Boston got to be the favorites. And I know the Lakers fans really don't want to hear that. You know what I mean?
hey, us Pistons fans don't want to hear it either,
We
but
don't want to hear it either.
it is what it is, man.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, we don't want to see neither one of these teams win, but it is what it is.
Right, for sure.
Yeah. So we got some good series though. What I like, and we see Al Horford doing his thing. You can talk about the evolution of players and all that, but you still got cats. Al Horford is showing you the same thing. You can play out. If basketball is basketball, and you got a high basketball IQ, and you got some skill still, you can play the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, you want to see the high flying athletics, but for a lot of them cats that be trolling and doing all this stuff, saying this player in the '90s wouldn't play and that player today wouldn't play back then. Man, most times a player can play if they good mentally, especially not just physically, but mentally, then they can play.
No
A lot of
doubt.
these cats ain't just in the NBA because of their physicality they there because of their intellect. You know, they able to decipher how to run plays and how to get free, and you know what I mean, that translates.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And I think just the regular lay citizen doesn't understand how good them cats is. Like I remember, younger days, man, like, playing like, played a little ball, in other areas. Like we'd go down to Detroit, what I'm saying, play it like Saint Cecilia, what I'm saying, go down and it's cats that, people, in sports talks, what I'm saying, we'd be like, oh, that's a journeyman, or that's somebody that plays semi-pro, and the cat be amazing. You'd be like, damn, if he's amazing and he didn't make it,
just think how the level
he didn't make it. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, and this cat is like torching. You're like, oh, he played. Yeah, he didn't quite make it in the NBA. He played a little semi-pro, blah blah. And this cat is like killing the whole gym, like not missing. You know what I'm saying? And just barely no effort.
Just natural.
Just from that comparison, you can see like how great you got to be to even make it on a roster, not start, not just to make it on a roster. You got to be out of your mind good.
Yeah, and I agree with that because it's plenty of players that I seen that couldn't make it to the NBA that I played like just on the court or something with, and you be like, God dang, man, what the hell? You can't nobody stop them. You know what I mean? I remember, I think it was Preston Murphy one time, and a couple other players I done seen. They come and they just go in there and you see them practice or you see them do things. And you're like, damn, yeah, he get in the league. And it's like they won't even give him a chance. You're like, God damn, what? For real?
Man, it's crazy, man. It is crazy. That cats be stupid good. And you're like, how the hell he didn't make it? You know, like, it'd be like, that means you should know these cats actually did make it, because you know what I'm saying, like the skill level. And a lot of times, when we come in contact with them, you know what I'm saying, they ain't even playing hard. they ain't playing hard. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of get a run in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cardio. You know what I'm saying? They just get a little run in, and
you don't even get to see them. Yeah,
they busting you like, damn, man. He didn't sweat. He didn't sweat for real.
Like you say, the average human, the average cat, a lot of them don't really know. I know, you know what I mean? A lot of cats really don't know how good a lot of these cats that didn't make it into the league. You know what I mean? Shout out to Gary Cooper. I see you, bro. He say, what's good? Salute to you, bro. You know what I mean? But
salute,
like you say,
you just don't know, man. I had the pleasure. I guess I could say, man, this is some years back, like a Sunday morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm out at Vets. You know what I'm saying? Car pull up. It's like a smaller, mid-size like Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? Pull up. You know what I'm saying? Cat get out, looking like, oh, that's Mark Macon. You know what I'm saying? Man, Mark got out, man. He got to shooting around. It's me and him out there. There's nobody else out there. It's like 9 a.m. You know what I'm saying? He like, let's just run it a little bit. Like, look, I'm like, one-on-one? Like, yeah, just mess around, Man, when I tell you, that cat did not miss. Not one time, not a miss. Not a miss. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like half. I can't even say it was half effort. It was just like, like, and it wasn't no over dribbling. It was like, that'd be the whole difference. Like, they know how to get their shots off, and it ain't
where to go,
wasted motion, no wasted nothing. Like, boom, boom, pow. You know, it's like damn, like, you ain't had a chance to think about it. Like, you know how to get to a spot, bow,
wow,
boom, boom. bow. You're like,
Man.
damn. And I'm just in awe, you know. So like, and he out of the league at this point. Like he
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
like 5-6 years out of the league. You know what I'm saying? Got a little
yeah.
weight on him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even in shape.
Not
To
even old
me,
making.
to us, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
did not miss that.
yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, it's crazy. Like I say, we done seen so many athletes, and we had our fun. We played basketball. We did our thing on the courts and have fun. But you don't realize the kind of like how can you say like the thing I can't think of the word for it, but the discipline. Like I guess the discipline
Oh man,
and this,
that's the
you know what I'm
difference.
saying? Yeah, it's the discipline. Like a lot of us we play on the basketball court. We might pull up from anywhere. We ain't in our mind and we ain't thinking this is our spot. That's our spot. This might be our spot, but we don't care. We shooting it right here too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you see them cats, they know like this is what I'm trying to get to. I got there and they doing it subconsciously. A lot of times they already know what they want to do. So
yeah.
it's crazy.
It's
And
a
like
whole
you say,
different game. It's a whole different mental
it's a
game.
whole different
Whole
mental
different
game.
game.
Yeah, I want to say a lot of people look at the athletic
Because
part.
yeah, well, you got to think because they got to play it that way because they're playing somebody that's just as good as them or greater.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
him just shooting from anywhere ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that ain't.
Because them cats gonna be up on him like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So he got to figure
Yeah,
out how to get. You
man.
know what I'm saying?
And
It's
you
a
know
whole
what's so
another thing.
what's so crazy, like you said with Mark Macon, we don't all have a lot of experiences with cats that that just make you look bad. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like
Man,
I was known for more speed than anything when I get on the court. And when I was at Michigan State for a second, you know what I mean, for 2-3 years, and I used to be around the football team. So my roommate was a 6'8", 300 pound cat from Detroit. I had brung him to Saginaw one time, and we went to the buildings, and every house he had to kind of to get in, and you know what I'm saying. It was like no houses was built for his size. So we used to go to the IM. We went to the IM to IM West, and we used to go hoop. So when I go out there hooping, I just get to looking around. And, at that time, I think when I was there, it was like Flozell Adams was there. Jason Weber. I think it was Jason Weber had transferred from CMU. At that time, Cedric Irvin, Derek
yeah.
Mason. When we go to IM West, and you just look, and you be like, these bugs out there, and you like, okay, I'm gonna show them how to play. And you don't even get the ball. It's like you can't. I'm like, hey man, I'm gonna sit right here and watch y'all, bro. That's how bad it was. I know I felt I could play, but I'm 5'9", 5'10". These cats 6'6", 6'7". And they just as fast as you. You like wondering how the fuck he's so fast. You know what I mean? At that height, how he can dribble like that. You know what I mean? You feel like he dribbling. When he dribble, it go to your head. And you feel like you should just get it. And it's like, nope. It's like the things you mentally feel like you better than when you see some of the athletes you see, you realize, dog, man, what the fuck?
That's a whole
And a lot of
it's a
these
whole
cats
other
didn't make
level.
it into the league. A lot of these
Yeah,
cats didn't make it to the league. Like the only ones I know that was when I was in school. Only ones I know was Cedric Irvin. He made it for a hot second. Derek Mason, of course, Baltimore Ravens. Me and him stayed. He kind of didn't like each other, but he went to the Ravens kick returner or whatever. He made noise kick returner. Of course, Flozell. I think who was when I first got there, I think it was the last year, I think, of Sean Respert and Snow. So I seen a
yeah,
lot of them cats, man, and it's like you don't understand a lot of the mentality that they have. And a lot of them will be fucking off, I ain't gonna lie. But when it comes to that sport, bro, you get on off the court with them. If you ain't can't match them with the intellect, not just because you talk. I've seen some 6'7", 6'8" cats that they didn't. You get on the court and be like, come on, man, what you doing?
man.
Get your
Yeah.
head down there. You
It's
know what I mean?
So it's a whole nother
Yeah, it ain't just
man.
about size and speed and
It's
height. Yeah, it ain't just size, speed, and height. It's a lot of the mentality and knowing that people
right.
just don't respect their mentality of what they do.
Yeah, what that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? If you ever, had the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, even by accident to get on the court with them, you see real quick. Like you see real quick. I'll tell you another cat. I was in Grand Rapids, man. I lived there a couple of years before I came back home. Another cat I saw on the court, got on the court, you know what I'm saying? At this field house, man. Drew Neitzel.
Oh, yeah. Lights out shooter.
Bro.
Yeah,
not only is he not missing, he ain't even hitting the. Damn, like all your shots is on net. They are net. Like you ain't banking nothing. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes us, we get hot, you know what I'm saying? You might you ain't called glass. Nah, this cat like ain't hitting the rim. Like that's a consistency for you. You know, he ain't hitting the rim.
Like, just straight through.
Yeah. This is crazy.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it's. I guess it's a reason why you marvel at pros. You know what I'm saying? And why arenas is full to watch them, because that's amazing.
It's amazing.
They didn't even make it.
And that's one reason that people understand that it's a lot of like millions of people that watch the games is because they know they doing stuff that they couldn't do. Like, it's so many people that don't play basketball in the whole world. You know what I mean? Everybody damn near play, but it ain't too many people that don't just play at least one game or hoop. So when they seeing somebody out there, even LeBron James or Ant-Man, when they see these cats, they knowing I couldn't do that. So they loving what they can do. That's why the games is so popular. It's because we know, damn, we couldn't do that. You see a running back like Barry Sanders, and you like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Because that wasn't something that you can do. And that's why the sports is like it is. And you realize, some cats realize that I had the size, I had the speed, but damn, his mental, how he knew, so a lot of us are students of the game, and you understand that, bro, it's different. It's a different thing than just speed. Because I done seen some fast guys. We all done seen some fast guys.
Yeah.
Get nowhere close to even college. You know what I mean? And so you understand when you see these college players play, bro, it's you got to respect it. That's all I can say. You got to respect it. You got to respect what they put in their body through. Because a lot of these cats don't be right after after they get done playing, they just don't be right.
Yeah, no, it's definitely they sacrifice their body. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand. They just see if they get hurt on the field or whatever, but they don't see
more than that.
The stuff between the games, the ice tubs and the going to see the trainers, and you know what I'm saying, trying to get back on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's a whole thing.
And you know what's so crazy is because I tell Cat, I wasn't the greatest athlete. I know I wasn't. I think I could have been, but mentally, I didn't never take it hard. But at the high, you get them ice tubs after a game. I messed my ankle up like 5 times on just practice. You know what I mean? I fell down the stairs one time. I ain't gonna lie. See, we was doing the run up the stairs, doing our thing, and oh shit. Twist my ankle. Coach D was mad. Did the motherfucker. I ain't tell nobody. Tried to play the game and got burnt. I ain't gonna lie. These are things that you try to hide as an athlete because you don't want to know.
Yeah.
And when I'm 30, 40 in my 40s, finna hit 50, bro, I still got those feelings of injuries. And then the bad thing about it, I'm going to tell you what the worst thing about it is, right? My son is an athlete. My kids are athletes. So they come and, my son running track in college now, and he had hurt his ankle. And I looked and I said, God damn, I think I passed it on to him. You know what I mean? You feel, because I had thumb injuries, I had ankle injuries. I was running in college. In college, the 100-meter hurdles is like, to my size, it's like right to your eyes, right to your chin or so. So, jumping the hurdles, my hip was messed up. So I'm 48, walking crazy sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Trying to stay straight. These are things people don't understand, is that a lot of these cats right now putting their body through things at 22, 23, 24. When they hitting their 40s, bro, a lot of things, they might not even be able to walk right. They might not even, some of them ain't even gonna be able to talk right. You know what I mean? Some of them ain't gonna be able to enjoy life like they really want to do. That's why you see cat like Calvin Johnson or Barry Sanders retire early, and everybody like, oh, that's messed up. He should have kept playing. Bro, he want to be able to walk and talk.
Right. Yeah. I think he showed a picture of his hands one time, and them fingers was going some ways.
Bro, this cat that he throw their hand up, he'd be like, man, bro, his fingers, he done broke his fingers so many times, he don't even realize it.
Man. Yeah, it's Yeah, that's a whole other thing that I think people take for granted because they don't, and I guess ain't supposed to know about it, like they ain't gonna put that stuff on TV and mess up the product, you know what I'm saying? Because they want people to believe that they're superhuman, you know what I'm saying, so they can watch them, but
And
they not. They're superhuman in ways, but it's still
they super.
still the human body. Like still got
I
bones
consider
and ligaments and
somebody like me and you, they superhuman. I say because we all had our times in sports. We know the injury situations. And I only went up to high school in football. I ran track in college. So I can imagine doing, and I ain't gonna lie, practice is a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you're like, damn, you know what I mean? And you going through college practices, you going through professional practices, you playing this football till you 34. You know what I mean? When them cats playing football till they 30, and they talking about how the running backs don't got the same shelf life. You imagine how much they hitting they doing in practice, not just the games.
right.
You know what I mean? The wide receivers catching over the middle, they got to catch over the middle in practice the same way that they're doing in the game. They getting smacked. You know what I mean? So
it's crazy. I couldn't imagine, because offensive linemen is like every play, like that initial
every play.
Every play, you know what I'm saying? That's just up top. Like now, you know what I'm saying? Like you get cut, you know what I'm saying? You get cut at the knees, chopped at the knees, all kind of stuff. Cats poking eyes and like it's a dirty game. It's a blood sport, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
you getting that pile.
All kind of stuff happening.
Yeah. And that's another thing. I played offensive line in high school too. And I played center. And I remember having to block the twins. They were 300 pounds. I'm 160. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? You getting them piles. You get them centers get to hiking that ball and getting that blocking. The ball don't go but 2 yards, but it's a pile up. He on the bottom.
Man.
You know what I mean? Every play, bro. Yeah. Cats up there wondering if Frank Ragnar is he gonna retire, bro? I wouldn't doubt it. When they say it, sometimes I wouldn't doubt it, bro. Because you think about all the stuff they go through.
You can't blame them, man.
Can't blame them. You can't be mad.
Man, you shoot. People wonder why they wear them big braces. They don't even be hurt a lot of times. They still got to wear them braces. You know what I'm saying? Knee braces, shoot, elbow braces. You know what I'm saying? Like it's armor. Like they in a battle.
Real talk. So I think a lot of people need to know, or there's a lot of athletes that know that. A lot of people that have played in the high school levels and all of that. And understanding, like saying like we do, same way we see it. But a lot of the casual fans that maybe didn't play that long or didn't play at all, I don't know. Maybe I hope you see it because we always see these athletes and we feel like they should be able to do this. We hate when they have a bad game. Some of these cats have a bad game because they've been taking so many damn painkillers, shots and shit, just to make it to the game.
Right. That's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? But man, I think, just being exposed to certain cats, man, like you just see that difference. It's a whole nother, you know what I'm saying?
Mental aspect.
I even think about cats like a Brian Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That we went to school.
At Central.
Man, I remember when he came to the high. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the folks that played basketball at lunchtime. You know, but remember,
I was with him.
Man, like we was playing.
Brian, we used to get them up together. You know what I mean? Because at that age, 8th grade, y'all ain't really separated talent wise. But you can see him dunking and stuff. You'd be like, okay, yeah, he probably gonna be better than me.
Yeah, a little different.
A little different.
Yeah, I seen him do some. Man, seen him do some stuff in full clothing. Like he ain't in no uniform. Like he in school clothes with us. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Brian was a big beast.
And just be like, blah. He's like, oh.
Yeah, we played against some great talents back then. You know what I mean? We can name a lot of people. That's crazy though. But Brian, like you say, Brian was definitely one of those guys. I think I lost my spot on the team because of him.
Man, I tell you somebody who saw it super early, and everybody probably know. You know what I'm saying? Punch-Out. I remember in elementary, we saw how different he was. That was in elementary school. Like
I know somebody that was better than Punch-Out at that time, bro. And I'm talking about when we was in the fourth grade, fifth, Terrence Roberson.
Oh
And
yeah,
they end up, yeah. And I know Puncho was a beast. I think Salina, they just had a squad. I don't know if they was like, we thought they was a factory or something. Like, where
oh
they
yeah,
getting these sagging on cats? What?
yeah. Well, Solana was recruiting back then.
Yeah,
shout out to Solana, but man, them cats came out with the warm ups. We had our little shirts, you know what I'm saying? Like they came out in warm ups, clapping it up.
yeah,
like
yeah.
got the whole other opponent shook. Like
Man, and it was ridiculous because I don't know because I don't know if you knew that time that Houghton. I played for Houghton,
yeah,
so we didn't understand at that time because T Rowe was he was with them. He was with them, but he transferred I guess to Houghton around his fifth grade year. So there was an automatic rivalry whenever he played them.
Yeah.
And a lot of us wasn't. I wasn't up to the point. I didn't know the level of talent that they had. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Like, yeah, I mean, you knew Puncho, you know what I'm saying? But then you had cats like Dante Harris on the team. So just you know what I'm saying, who was she was bigger than Puncho, you know what I'm saying, could handle, could shoot, all that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of them cats went to, like I say, in Chester Searles, his mom used to teach at Houghton. And at that time, like in football, we went far. I was the quarterback on the football team. And I always joke with T Rowe. I'd be like, who's your quarterback? Or that was my wide receiver, T Rowe. Be like, use my quarterback. And I'd be like, yeah, because I just throw that mug up there because he was already like 6'3" or something in fifth grade.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He was already dunking in the fifth grade. We be at practice and stuff. We up there touching the net. This was dunking. And we like, shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we've been around some athletes though, you know what I mean? Sometimes it make you look like, damn, as much as you feel like you was that guy, it's like you see somebody and be like, God dang, man. And I remember one time I had forgot something that T Rowe probably still remember this. I don't know. It was one time when I had forgot something at the house or practice. I only stayed a block away from practice. So T Rowe was like, I'll go with you. And I consider myself, a lot of people felt I was like the fastest cat in the school at that time. It was me, Peanut, and a couple other people. But I was one of the fastest cats in the school. So I was like, all right. So I was in the sixth grade. He was like in the fourth or fifth. I think he was in the fourth. I forgot. Well, fourth or fifth. Well, he ran with me. And, bro, I was up there trying to get to, running. We trying to hurry up so we can get back to practice. And I just knew I beat him. I just knew I had left him. I'm like, let me take it easy. So I look back, and this nigga on the side of me, oh, shit. I took off a little harder. So he took off a little harder. And I look to the side, and, bro, he was just like galloping. He had the longest legs.
Yeah.
And I'm up there, damn, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I'm looking at T Rowe, I'm like, bro, I couldn't outrun him. I probably could outrun him if I really was, at that time. But looking at his speed, he really wasn't trying either. We both was, but I was trying a little hard. I ain't gonna lie, because I didn't want the young cat to just be like, "Nigga, you slow."
Yeah.
And his legs were so long that I just still remember him just. And T Rowe, he's just running, legs just. I'm up there like this.
Man,
I'm looking like he finna be something different because I already know he dunking in the fifth grade. He already can run like it ain't nothing. He already got the height. He's still growing, and I'm looking like, yeah, bro. So when he was doing things at BV, I already knew it. Fifth grade, he was already that guy. He was already doing so many things. We was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Amazing how that works.
Man, bro, you already know. And like I say, we played against some cats like Sam Sword, Alfonso Boone, my homeboy Brick, Howard Foster, Marvin Wright.
Yeah.
You can name a lot of cats, bro.
Boone was at North for me. Marvin was at North too. But I remember
I was
Boone.
Supposed to be. I was gonna go.
I remember when Boone came. Like, who's this big? Seventh grade, like just grown man, you know what I'm saying? But he was strong, he was faster than everybody, you know what I'm saying? He could play every sport, like Like, man, like, what they feed you? I need to eat some of that. Like,
yeah. I remember when I was at the high, and I think when I was playing linebacker, and I was on the outside, and Sam Sword, I think it was Boone. One of them was at tight end. So I'm little. I'm real little compared to them cats. And I used to just and I shake them off. So they put Sam Sword at tight end to get a running start at me. I mean, at fullback. Bro, when you talk about moving out the way,
like a matador, huh?
Bro, you're not finna hit me and you getting a running start, bro. No. No. Sword was already like 250 or something, 6'4" or whatever he was. And just he had that look. And I'm sitting there like, bro, what the? No, you're not going to hit me. Bro, when you talking about being able to play just because you don't want to get hit and you scared or something, bro, you become real good at eluding to somebody that's going to take your head off.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, I remember Boone being a fullback, halfback. Like,
yeah.
What? Wait a minute. Like, who tackling him?
Bro, no, bro. I ain't want no pieces, bro. And they had a squad, like I say, man. There was so many athletes. We done got to talk about Saginaw athletes, man, and it's all love because there's so many, and with I think the high last year and everything gone, that stopped. So it's real emotional sometimes because you think about all the things that happened back then, and so many talented cats that came through the city and that played and that we played against. Or, in so many ways, like even just on the basketball courts after school, or just go out there. I remember we used to play Fright Night and Kill a Man, and you playing with cats out there. And we talking about injuries. A lot of us we all got injured like after school, like not even in like organized sports. We just go and group up and play and trying to kill each other.
Man, that's where I got hurt at.
I got hurt
in somebody field somewhere. And not wanting to go home was like, you all right? Like, yeah, I'm gonna be all right. You don't want to go home because you can't come back, So you try to shake it off and get back in, and you know what I'm saying. And you don't want to look weak in front of your friend.
Yeah.
You crying? No, I ain't crying, man.
I don't know. Did you ever play at Houghton? Because it used to be a lot of people come up to Houghton though. But I don't know. Did you ever play at Houghton?
I might have circled through there a couple times. It was in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So I
was on 13th and Cherry,
right around the corner. So right around, not too far. But at that time, and this was deep memories though. But at that time, the Houghton pool was up.
Yep.
So we had two fields. We had the Houghton pool, and then we had the small field in front of it.
Yep.
And then we had the long field behind it.
Yeah.
So when we had enough people, we would play on the long field. So that field was so long, bro, it felt like you running forever to get to the sideline. You know what I mean? So when you had the short field, it wasn't so hard, but out of bounds was the Houghton pool wall.
Yeah.
So you was hitting cats onto the wall. Boom. And motherfuckers on the wall, pie. And out of bounds was the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And the touchdowns was the sidewalk just before the streets.
Right.
So I remember I used to run over cats. I was bigger at an early age, 4th, 5th grade, a little bit bigger than some people that played after school. So I remember my homeboy, rest in peace, Duke, and I still got a mark from when he slammed me on the concrete. He's scared to say it. It used to be so dangerous out there. Man. And I remember my homeboy, I was finna score a touchdown, and I just knew I was good. I done had the touchdown, and he clipped me from behind. He hit that 1 foot and make it hit the other one. And the out of bounds, like I say, is the concrete. I mean, the touchdown is the concrete. Mm-hmm. So I'm almost to the concrete, about to dance. Do my little thing as a little kid. He clipped me, boom, and I went and I dropped the ball, and I tried to protect myself. My thumb went right into the concrete, boom. I said, "Oh!" Jumped up, man. It was so many dogs. They had to rush me to the hospital. It was crazy, but these are the things we was doing. Man. It was dangerous, bro. You're hitting the side of the wall. You're getting out. You getting picked up and slammed. Sometimes it wasn't a tackle unless you slammed them.
Man, it was different time. You know what I'm saying? It's different
4th,
time.
5th grade, 6th grade, bro. We were doing some silly. Yeah.
Right. Shoot, that was just a game, you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't counting the Killer Man games where you just in it for yourself. So
Bro,
the Buds don't want to pick up the ball.
you get to throw it. Dog, I ain't even got it, man. I ain't even got it. Let me go. I ain't got the ball. You got about 5 cats trying to kill you and shit. Yeah, bro.
My mama used to be bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? You mess around, take off your shirt, you got all kind of bumps and bruises. Like, you was in a fight or something. Like, what's wrong? No, we just playing football.
She mad because you done got out of school. They come right home. They done called. Hey, we finna play. All right, I'm playing. Boy, you played in your school clothes?
Man. Shoot, stuff ripped up because somebody tried to tackle you. They didn't grab your shirt, ripped half that mug off. like all kind of stuff, man.
Hey, but we almost forgot we doing the show. Appreciate everybody. It's still over 10 people watching, man. We appreciate everybody that's watching. We just kind of reminiscing on, man, some tough times of the athletes and things that you go through as an athlete and the things we did as kids, man. It was I know quite a few people that's watching that had the same experiences. Or knew what was going on, like the games we played, Killer Man, Fright Night. You know what I mean? Even jumping off the swings. I got doing monkey bars and shit. I got knocked out a couple of times. I didn't woke up like, what the fuck?
Wow, yeah. Oh, rough times, man. Rough times. Fun times, but rough times.
You go right back to doing it the next day. Bro, I say one of the craziest games that we played as a young cats in elementary was King of the Hill, King of the Mountain.
Man.
Man.
Oh, man.
And, bro, at Holden, he had that big green monster. We didn't know what it was at the time, but I guess it was like a power thing. Yeah. We used to get on top of it, and you got to get on there and throw us down or something. If you climbing up there, you pushing them off, they grabbing on your legs, and you kicking at them, and you know what I'm saying?
Man.
It was so crazy, bro. The game when you look back and be like, we was really doing some damage because it wasn't nothing but concrete all around. It wasn't no grass when you fall.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, yeah. If you didn't have something, that was during spring, summer, whatever. But we used to do it in the wintertime too when they would plow. You know what I'm saying? They would plow and you have a big old hill. We do it in the wintertime too. Like I don't even think kids go outside during lunchtime in the winter no more. Like we still go outside. They like shoot, y'all still going out. So got to find something to do outside. So
man, you go home, hands cold and frozen.
Man, because we couldn't, that was the only rule, really, you know what I'm saying? We couldn't have a snowball fight. So you got to find something else to do, you know what I'm saying? So, like, well, we can't throw snowballs, but we can throw each other. So, here.
Hey, man, dog. What up, Coach Cam? We see you, bro. Man, we just talking about some old times and stuff, but being athletes and all the stuff we did like outside of school, Killer Man and you know what I'm saying, King of the Hill, King of the Mountain, Fright Night, and a lot of the stuff that we played and did and was dangerous that we didn't look at as being dangerous now. But I ain't gonna lie, being older, we probably wouldn't even we look at our kids and be like, hey, stop that.
I wouldn't even. My kids ain't even built like that. So okay. Man, we did too much stuff, man. We played freeze tag on the playground equipment where you couldn't touch the ground, so you only had to stay. Man, the daredevil stuff we used to do to jump across and hang on something.
Bro, the monkey bars, we played that a lot on the monkey bars.
Oh man,
playing tag on the monkey bars.
Yeah. You couldn't touch the ground, Oh man,
motherfuckers pulling them, trying to yank them down and stuff. He trying to hold on.
Man, oh man, I seen some injuries in that. Cats trying to make it to something they couldn't make it to. Don't do it.
Man, get on the monkey bars, be on that low monkey bar, trying to jump over there, be on them. I don't know what they called them at the time, but we'd stand on the top of them and jump to the monkey bars and swing. I remember
Oh,
sometimes I catch it, swing to the next one, and whoop, boop.
yep, man. Oh man. Oh, Coach Kev said, "Hey, hopping trains. I ain't never hop a train. That was the only
I
thing."
ain't do that one, bro.
Man,
I
I had
hopped
some
the
friends
train
that
though. I ain't
did
gonna lie,
though.
I did. Yeah.
I had some friends that did.
One time I know some cats that used to do that, but I know
Uh,
some cats that got hurt serious, lost limbs from that.
man, well, I take that back. I hopped the train, but it wasn't moving. So,
yeah.
wasn't moving. You know
I
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
that dangerous, I guess.
Going through the hobo trail. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
sometimes it'd be a train car, two out there, you know what I'm saying? Might have climbed on it or whatever. But, never when it was moving. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't I was a little daring, but I wasn't that
I was
daring.
I was a little daring too. We did some silly stuff like, I think one of the most dangerous things that we did that we didn't know that was dangerous when we played outside playing basketball and there's snow and ice all over the place. You know
Oh
what I
man.
mean? And you shoot so much, you feel all right, but you don't realize your fingers is barely can feel them, and you're starting to feel a team. And you don't
Man.
want to go. You don't want to say, "Hey, game over." Now you want to keep playing. You like, hoping somebody call you home, but the lights just done came on. And we in elementary. We used to didn't go home till the lights came on or something. We
Yeah,
still stay out there a little bit. And you
man.
out there and you're trying to shoot, you can't feel your hands. You go home and you just sitting there like,
Yep. Oh man. You mess around and put him in some hot water, and I felt like he was almost gonna die. You learned that lesson real quick. Even your mom would be like, "Boy, you're supposed to put hot water."
You just running your hand under the hood.
Man, you put your hand under that hot water. I gotta warm him up real quick. Man,
Hey,
crazy
bro,
times,
we was doing some
man.
stuff. Yeah,
Man,
like Coach Kell said, yep, we was dumb, bro.
super dumb, man. I'll tell you something super dumb that, you know what I'm saying, that we did, man, that, you know what I'm saying, I look at now and be like, why? You know, man, we had the bright idea to walk across the train bridge, right? So, and you know what I'm saying, the train bridge ain't no, you know what I'm saying, in between the wood is nothing but the water. You see the water. we walking across that joint, man, and a train came. So we literally, you know, ain't no room on the side. The only room is where the metal beams are. So we literally like the train is like
you can feel all that.
Man, I know my mama. If she sorry, mama, if you watching, she'd be like, oh, y'all do some dumb stuff,
bro. Real talk. I know you remember how we used to. I don't know. We over there by Hogan. We had the catwalk.
Yeah,
across the bridges.
Yeah.
I mean the highway.
Yep.
And we used to race our bikes down them.
Oh,
And
man.
at that time you had you had
that L, right?
Yeah, you had the L. So by the time you up there, you try to hurry up and win. And if it's a close race, you going full speed all the way to the end. And then at the end, you got to try to slow it down and hit that L. And then you hit the L, and then you hit the street.
Yeah.
I hate to say it though, you know what I mean? Cause we used to do it so much. But my homeboy, I mentioned Antoine Brewer, rest in peace. He died from that. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta hope ain't no car coming at that time. But we used to hit that L, and we in the street and we jump and hit the curb and you never even as a kid you ain't even thinking about cars coming. You know what I mean? And it's like we was just doing so much shit and we just felt like it was daredevil. Bet you can't beat me down. And you know how many cats ran into that gate and blue. They couldn't do the L quick enough.
Man. Crazy stuff, man. Oh man. Yeah, between that, the hobo trails, BMX trail, it's so much stuff we used to do, dumb stuff. Like
climbing on top of the buildings, jumping.
Yeah, man. Jumping ramps on 10 speed. Like, you ain't supposed to do it no 10 speed.
You get that big old wheel to bounce, boo boo.
Yeah, next thing you know, that mug, you done whop the wheel.
Man, I seen the craziest one. I forgot who it was, but he hit that mug and boom, and flipped over that mug. Oh, bro.
Man,
you see a lot of stuff where it's like, dog, we was kids and you just laugh and but now you look back and be like, dog, you don't understand that it was some shit motherfuckers made it through that you probably Don't know how you did.
Oh man, shit, my cousin lost his thumb.
Salute to you, Coach
Man,
Cam.
salute, coach. Yeah, my cousin lost his thumb. You know what I'm saying? Man, craziest thing. Like, my cousin been working on bikes and cars and stuff like for as long as I can remember. And
Yeah.
so he on the bike. We in a group. We riding and doing that, and he on somebody handlebars. Well, I think he heard something going on with the bike. Him in his mind, he can fix anything. He trying to do something while the bike is going.
I don't think.
Yeah, got his thumb, man. Got his thumb in the spokes.
I remember that. I don't know if I was the same person, but I do remember that happening back then when we was like 8, 9, 10 years old.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
got caught in that mud.
My cousin, man. He's still working on cars to this day. You know what I'm saying? He ain't stopped nothing. Shout out to my cousin Thomas Neal, man. He lost his thumb. Man, shoot, had to go to the hospital, all that. And shoot, not too long after that, guess what? Back on bikes. Back. He ain't stopped nothing.
No, that's crazy. Nothing. It's so crazy. But like I say, we were doing so many things that a lot of people don't even realize that we were doing, like, as kids. That we can look back and laugh at now, and we know that a lot of kids ain't doing that now. They don't even go out there like we did. I remember how we get I might be chilling on a Saturday and I hear a door, hear somebody knocking. It's about 3 or 4 cats, your young cats, and they got the football with them. Like, hey, we finna go play. We're going to round up people from the neighborhood. We go round up everybody, round up as many people as we can, and we going in and we finna play. I don't think that's kind of like foreign now. That's even foreign thought.
Yeah, they don't even do it. And they can round up people easier than us because we had to go find people. You know what I'm saying? They can text. They can send out, like, hey, bro, meet us at. They ain't trying to. They like you. They meeting is on Madden. Get your headphones on. You know what I'm saying? Like they meet up that way. So they ain't left the room. You know what I'm saying? Us, we had to go find people.
Yeah, we had to go find
them. Yeah, you find them because you see 3, 4 bikes in their yard. Like, okay, a few of them over here. Hey, y'all, come on. That's how you found people. You seen bikes. Like, you see somebody bike. Like, oh, he over such and such.
Man, the crazy thing, you be like, hey, man, I'm finna go play football. I'll be back in about an hour or 2. Because you don't come on to like daybreak. It's night. It's like 12 o'clock. You don't even know what time. Boy, you know, now you in trouble. You don't have fun. All that. And it's crazy because I remember plenty of nights and it's coming to me like I go to play football at a start. And we play the game, get done. Now all of a sudden, my homeboy Fila, we go over there, and now we finna play basketball in his backyard.
Yeah.
We get to playing basketball. Next thing you know, we finna go check on so-and-so, and we get to hooping or doing something silly. And we go riding bikes, and next thing you know, it's nighttime. You don't even know. You done did so much that whole day. It's like been all around the block. You done been all around the hood. Yeah. And you done played football, basketball. You ain't even tired. It's like.
Nah, you get home, and then you realize, damn, I'm hungry. So he ate all day because you been ran and did all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And now, shit, you ready to, you know what I'm saying, empty out the whole refrigerator. Like, Mom, you cooked something? Like, oh, now you hungry, huh?
Oh, now you hungry, huh? You ain't been home all day.
Hey, I'm hungry. Like, boy, it's time to go to bed.
Man, it's so crazy, bro. Bro, that's so crazy about thinking about all that stuff, man. People be like, man, let's go to the 10. Okay, we're going to go to Trinity. Let's go over homeboy house. Let's go to the park. Let's go up to Houghton. Let's go. It was so many things you can go and do. And I ain't going to lie, I wasn't too far from Houghton, so I look outside. If I look outside, I'm in my upstairs in my bathroom. I look outside, I see the whole park field like ants. Oh, yeah, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm gone. It's time to go play. If I see there ain't nobody out there, I don't see nobody dribbling the ball or nothing, I'm good. I'm gone. I might play this little Nintendo or something.
Yeah.
But if I see people out there, I'm gone. Let's go.
Yeah. That's how it went, man. And shoot, man, we used to be gone all day. All day. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a group of us, we just gone. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had the ball, you know what I'm saying? You had the ball in between the in your bike, you know what I'm saying? Either stuck up in between there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had the ball and we just ride.
Yeah.
Might play wherever. You know what I'm saying? We might end up anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Might end up
Anywhere.
at Arch or Francis. Might end somewhere anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like places I wasn't even supposed to be going. I'm supposed to still be in the neighborhood, man. We'd be across town,
You
whole
don't even know
other
where
hood.
you at. You don't recognize
How
the
you on the
street.
south side?
Hey, that is so crazy because it's be like you hook up with somebody and he know this and you just go with him. You don't even know where the hell you going.
We didn't hit a couple houses like such stay right. Poop. Next thing you
Yeah.
know, poop, poop, poop. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even in the hood no more. Damn,
Man.
we're by Central now. Like, boop, boop. Next thing you know, we about Weber Elementary. Like, damn. Like, no,
Bro,
stay.
reminiscing.
No, Bundy them stay over there. Boom, boom. Boop, boop,
Bro.
boop. That's how,
Yeah.
but that's how it is. I think that's how we knew a lot of people in the city because we spread around all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't just stay in our neighborhood. Like, shoot, I think that's how we knew. Like, even now, like, so I think of streets and think of, because I can think of who I knew over there. So, such and such stayed on South Side. They stayed on Bundy. Such and such stayed on Russell. Such and such stayed. You know what I'm saying? Like, like a photographic memory almost.
Yeah.
We was in all these neighborhoods.
And that's what I told somebody. I said I wasn't never really good on street names, but I knew how to get home.
Man. Yeah. Because, man, shoot, you on the bikes. You on the bikes, man. Like, shoot, I was on the bikes before, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I started driving later. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't started driving probably until I was like 11th grade. Like, which a lot of my friends, shoot,
I
by the
wasn't
time
even driving
in
in
middle school, they was starting to get into driver's training, and you know what I'm saying. Cass was driving in 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like, soon as they can get their license, I was like late. I was like a little late, so
yeah, I ain't get mine till 18. But that's why my bike was my best friend a lot of times. It was like, I'm getting around. And it's plenty of nights when I was riding my bike, like I gotta get home. Mama gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? You riding your bike and you going fast. You get real fast on that bike when you know you gotta be home and you know you late, but you think you can push time back a little bit by riding fast.
Man, hey, man, that bike is the best friend, man. I had many late nights on the bikes, man. Like, shoot, my mama called such and such house because she knew that's where I was.
Yeah, they get the calling
like,
around.
She knew I'm about 25 minutes away from home. You better be home in 5 minutes.
Hey, and another thing I miss about it when I was young is, like I say, I was pretty fast. Or at least I felt I was fast. So my cousin, it's one time I can't remember the dude's name, bro. And you know how the whole city know who fast. You know what I mean? Who whatever. So my cousin, he stayed on the east side, deep over there. I forgot what over there by. Damn, I can't think of the street name it is, but it's going towards the south side on that one way. But he was older. He was in high school. I was in the other, like going in like Central or whatever. And we was up at Stop and Shop one night, and he knew another young cat. He was like, I know you can't beat him. Woo, woo, woo. He put us against each other. I didn't know the young cat. And I was like, he's like, my cousin will blow you out. And I'm like, yeah, I got this little dude. He ain't got nothing. But I ain't gonna lie, that was the first time I got humbled. No, I ain't gonna lie. He got me. And cuz was like, bro, what's going on, cuz? I said, man, my feet hurt, bro. Like, I remember that when you said it, I just remembered it because I raced a lot of cats. at that time. You just get to running. You just running all the time. So cats is just you might be at Ojibwe watching 4th of July fireworks and end up racing somebody. Man. You know what I mean? And I remember my cousin put me up against this cat. And I remember when we went to the high together. I can't think his name, but I remember it. And I was thinking about that time when my cousin put me up against him and I got blew out. And I was still thinking in my mind, I can't let this happen no more.
Yeah.
And I was mad at myself, bro, because everybody used to be like, they would put me up against cats and I wasn't losing. And this cat, that's when I started going against cats from other areas. And I was like, I got to work harder or something. I used to, people don't, about us when we was young, we always had our own workout. 5th grade. I remember Howard Foster, we have a soccer game. And so we had to, stay overnights or something.
Yeah.
And we all just be doing push-ups up the stairs, sit-ups. we're in the 5th grade. We work, you know what I'm saying, doing the things that, you know, to stay up. And, you know, you think about it, sometimes you in your mind, you thinking like, when you get beat, you like, I must ain't did enough.
Yeah. Yep.
I got to work a little harder. And you in elementary, bro. This the kind of competitive we was like in early ages that we just, like me, I just felt like I never got the height. You know, I just didn't get the height and size. So I seen cats 6'2" and 210 by the time we in high school, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a different time, man. Real competitive. And you know, shit, you was gonna see him again. You know what I'm saying? So
You knew you was gonna see
it
him.
wasn't gonna go away. You know what I'm saying? You was gonna have to earn your respect. I mean, you know, shit, you had to, you know, if you played at vets or you know what I'm saying, you know, you was gonna go back up there. And guess what? A lot of them same cats gonna be
right up there.
So you got to earn your respect.
And if you up there and you getting disrespected, you might don't even come up there no more.
Yeah, because you're gonna hear about it. Because cats on the side, you know what I'm saying? You know, it might be, you know, cats in the hood that hustle, you know what I'm saying? They got side bets on the game. There's all kind of stuff going on. So you know what I'm saying? If you got somebody money on the line, they be like, bro, you know, like, come on, man, check out. Like, man, I'm trying. Like, damn. I ain't tell you to bet on me. I better not lose my money. I know that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better get it together. Damn,
bro, real talk. It's real talk. And, you know, and the elements that we was in, and, you know, we can talk about it as we older. It's so long ago. But you can be up there like at Holden. We can be up there and we're balling, you know, in that corner by the little clinic. They shooting dice right there. And you got a cat got a strap on him going at somebody. And you know all the stuff. And you just sitting there. You kind of oblivious to all the, you know what's going on. But you like, you know, I knew I was good. You know what I mean? I had a lot of family there and my dad and bad news and everything. But you know, you hear these cats over here arguing about the court dice and stuff. And you know they finna fight. They tell you, hey, everybody go home, get off the court. You know what I mean? You sitting there like, man, I don't feel like stopping. What y'all doing? Bro, go home.
Yeah.
You know they finna come, somebody on the left and they coming back and you like, you know, it was stuff like that still, stuff going on, you know what I mean? But we had to play through those elements.
Oh man, it was just part of the neighborhood. You know what
it was part of the neighborhood.
It's just what it was.
Yeah.
Like, you knew all of, you know what I'm saying? If you knew all of them, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, you know, it was just part of the neighborhood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, such and such. Oh, man, you're always trying to fight somebody. You know, you know, sore loser and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I call a foul. You know, it's like, bruh. Damn. Do something.
Yeah.
Check it out. Yeah. Check it out, man. Damn.
Check it out, man. He want to keep the game going. And, you know, that's what I loved about it then, because a lot of times cats will put their pride to the side to make sure the game's still going or something. You know, some cat get into it, they about to scrap, and they like, man, go on, just go on, man. Just go on. Leave me alone, go. We going to get back to shooting. And
that's
you just
it.
Hope they don't bump each other again.
Shoot for it, bro. Shoot for it. Yeah. All this damn arguing. Like, shoot for it.
Shoot for it, man.
Yeah. Well,
y'all cut that shit out.
Man, he made it. Yeah. He's still mad. It was a foul. He made it, man. We said we was gonna shoot for it. Like, check it out.
Yeah, man. It was so fun. Hey, but man, we almost forget we doing sports. So we appreciate you. We still got over 10 people watching and rocking with us. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with us when we go down memory lane a little bit about the athletics and sports we did as young kids, you know, and the things we seen. And I'm quite sure a lot of y'all had those good times too. You know, I figure that's why a lot of people watching too, because they already know that some of the things they went through. You know.
Oh man, yeah, that's you know, that was good time in the neighborhood, man. Like all that stuff ran together. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And shoot, it was even some girls in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, man, like shoot, I tell people all the time, like shoot, that was a whole memory I had. Like, man, big job. Damn, man, blocked my shot. Like, who's this big ass girl? You know what I'm saying? Man.
Yeah. I mean, there was so many good times. I think my first fight was with a girl on the basketball court at Holy.
Hey, girls hooped like that back then. You know what I'm saying? I guess they still do in some ways, but you know what I'm saying? It was girls that hooped in the streets too. Like,
and they,
you know what I'm saying?
They hooped tough too.
Man. You know, I remember.
They might push you around.
Man, man could hoop. I remember shout out. I don't know if you probably know Moose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lil Shannon. Man, it was a lot of
Yeah.
girls that could hoop too. You know what I'm saying? And then of course we had the Tanisha Johnsons of the world, and Tanisha
McDuffie,
McDuffies, and you know what I'm saying?
Tori
Troy
Shipman.
Shipman, man,
Yeah,
rest in
yeah,
peace. Oh
yeah. Rest in peace,
man,
Tori. Yeah,
had
yeah.
some
She was
ball.
a hooper.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And I remember at that time too, because in elementary, you could hear about the games going on. So you would go to Morley to watch them play, the girls play, or you had Morley, Houghton, what is
Heaven Rich.
Loomis, Heaven Rich. You know what I mean? So you would go and watch them play or something. You go get you a game. At Morley they got the court. They had the court playing over there too. So
Yeah,
you just go them like you had a traveling circuit sometimes. You can just go wherever you want. Something was going on.
man, we had something that you just don't see no more. Like man, Saturday morning, elementary hooping at like North and like the girls played at
North and
North. I
South.
think guys, men played at South. Man, them games was so rowdy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like so rowdy, man. Like full crowds. You know what I'm saying? And you there early in the morning. Like games are
Yeah,
starting at like 8 in the morning. Cats
bro.
used to be there half the day. You know what I'm
And I
saying? Watch
remember,
game after game after game.
playing Heaven Ridge. I think it was Heaven Ridge. They had warm ups and they come out and they do their little
Oh
claps
man,
and
yeah,
everything. And I remember being at the game, getting ready to play, getting ready to warm up, and we just looking around at the crowd, like, get out there, get the ball, get the practice. We looking at the crowd like, damn, okay, well, we got to play, you know what I mean? And, T. Robe was playing with us, so we knew we had T. Robe and Peanut and a couple other good players, and you just feel it. You can just feel when they come on the court, and we like, because we wasn't as organized. We just out there and we like looking and be like, you almost feel like you lost the game almost already. Like, God, look
man,
at these motherfuckers,
yeah. Coach
man.
McKinney, man. Rest in peace to Coach McKinney. Man, he had an army. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all them parents would come and they would be on top of
Yeah,
everything. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what I'm saying. We look at the crowd and be filled up and shit. We like,
You see all that green? You know what I'm saying? Like, those are Everest colors of green, man.
they
Like,
done
oh
swarmed you.
God.
Yeah, yeah,
But it was like that, you know what I'm saying? You had the Salina crowd. Shoot, man, you had like the Neil Haley crowds,
Neil
like
Haley,
all them, you know what I'm saying? Culture,
Kenton,
CG Culture. Oh, man, CG Culture with that powder blue.
TJ
Like,
Coulter, yeah.
like you had major crowds like shifted in and out of it. Like you knew who game was going to come because, all the other parents is going out. You start seeing the other folks coming in. Like, oh,
Yep,
okay, they finna play.
yep. You already knew, and it
Yeah.
was the same. It was the same for football. You know what I mean? It was the same football. You all the parents out there and kids out there, and it was just you go out there and you like. I remember when I got a little older and stuff. I would go after I was in. I think I was in high school. I would go up there to watch the games, and so many people. You like, damn, which game can I watch? Who playing over there? Okay, let me go check out my little cousin over there. And you just had so many people out there, and they'd be like, all right, I'm gone. There's too many people out
Yeah,
here.
it's crazy, And that north to south, you got them two gyms. So,
Mm-hmm.
you go to this gym,
You can
watch
feel that
it.
atmosphere, bro.
It was crazy, man. And that was, my mom was, back in the day, you get one way. Like my mom would drop me off or pick me up. Like you got to choose.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get both. Like, so you got to find your way home. So
yeah.
get dropped off up there,
Yeah,
man.
I'm getting a ride. I used to get a ride with my homeboy or something. Yeah, my guy, because my mom
You
had
have to
to
figure
work
it
a
out.
lot. Yeah,
Got to
yeah,
figure it out, man. Like
yep,
shit.
yep. But
I
it
used
was,
to, I used to use my mom to go home. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can find a way up there.
yeah. Make sure I'm
Going
getting home.
home, like, my husband be like, I ain't going that way. Like, oh damn. So like,
Yeah,
mama. Like, all
yeah,
right.
yeah. But
Yeah, good
it was
time, man.
it
Real
was
good
so
time.
many good times. Like it was so many good times as a player, as a person, as a watcher, everything. You go on there and you just see it was a buzz around it. It was almost like you needed popcorn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me go in there and get my popcorn and go sit in the court. And you already hear them going there and they already stomping their feet and clapping and stuff. Saginaw was just on a different level at that time, as far as a lot of, and that was at the elementary level. That wasn't even considering like when Central and Weber played, or
Right.
you know what I'm saying, North and South played, or Eddie. When I was at Eddie, how we played Central or something, you know, it was like
Yeah.
it was just super competitive around the city.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And that was just during the regular season. So I remember, you know what I'm saying, if you won and stuff, and then you had the championships at the high. You know what I'm saying? And like that was a whole nother big thing to make it that far, you know what I'm saying? And to
Mm-hmm.
pack that gym out, that was a whole nother thing too. Like, man,
Yeah,
I I,
yeah.
I'm talking about it, but I'm missing it too because all them schools
Man,
all them schools is gone, like CT culture and all them schools is gone, man. Like
all of them
only
gone,
left
bro.
is Loomis. Loomis, Loomis, Kempton. You know, it's only a couple that's left. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesse Rouse. Like them the only ones
Mm-hmm.
that's left. Like all the rest
Yeah,
of the schools is gone. All the Holdens and the Jones and the you know what I'm saying, all the schools is gone.
all the feeder schools.
And
If you
that's what
take
it
out
is.
you take out the feeder schools, they can't feed the middle schools, and eventually you delete the middle schools, they can't feed the high schools.
Yep.
So
That's
it's
what happened.
crazy. Yeah, it's
Yep.
crazy, but it was so many good times out there because it started at the elementaries. To me, it started at the elementaries, and when you went to middle schools, you had the same people coming up with you, so
Yep.
y'all was already competitive, and they was already still. I would go to like when I went to Eddie, I would go to Houghton because I remember we came in third place in football when I was a quarterback there, and then the next year when I left, they won the championship. Willie D and D O'Neal, I think it was D O'Neal played, and T Robe, and it was a lot of cats, and they won the championship that next year when I was already gone. So
Okay.
even when you went to middle school, you knew that competition was still building in the elementaries. You know what I mean? It was still competitive. It was still going at it with teams. You
Yep.
know what I mean? So when you went to the high schools, they were still competitive, still, and it kept just build. It just everywhere you go. So I remember when they brought the ninth graders up to the high. I think the first year was when we was in the 12th grade. They started
Yep.
the ninth graders up there, and you know what I mean. That's when we knew a lot of the changes. They took some of the competitiveness out of the middle schools
Right.
uh, when they took the ninth graders and brought them into high school, which we understood. You know, you understand, but you don't understand. You kind of taken away from some of the levels.
Right.
And our ninth graders they was some beasts. You know what I mean? I give it to them. They came in they was beasts. Reggie Ball, one of them. I think Reggie was in the ninth grade, but it was a lot of ninth graders that was some beasts. And
Yeah.
you just felt that competition, like you knew, okay, every level, okay, it's coming.
Yep.
I I don't know when it kind of ceased and desist, and hopefully it didn't. But like you say, when you start deleting those middle schools, the ninth grade, the elementaries, you deleted a lot of that competitive fire. So it wasn't really a shock to me to see our team struggling at the high school levels because you already done took so much from the elementary levels,
Yep.
middle.
Yeah. It changed the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And to the point where because in elementary and in middle school you're playing. You know what I'm saying? And you're learning the game. Like it was sad to see, you know what I'm saying, at the ninth grade level in high school, like they were teaching the game. Like, and that
Mm-hmm.
ain't the level you supposed to be teaching that. like
Exactly.
teaching
You supposed to already know.
very basic fundamentals, like how to step and like you can't do that at
Mm-hmm.
that level because you go up against a Bay City Central, but they've been in their feeder program forever, so they gonna
Whatever.
destroy you. Like it's almost unfair to the point where it's a player safety issue. 'Cause
Yeah. Yeah.
you get hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't on that level. And you lined up across from me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I got the mean streak in me. like,
Man,
I'm gonna
and he
hurt
already know. He already know what he gonna do because that was one of the most underrated things that I didn't really understand back then. But like if you played at, Holton Jones or wherever you went, by the time you went to the next level, you really wasn't too far. They wasn't doing too much different. So when you went to
you.
the high school, like you was already learning in elementary. You went to the middle school, you just emphasized a little more and put a little more on it, and you go to the next level, you put a little more. So you kind of just you knowing,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's one of the underrated factors that you kind of like got. Like the coaches wasn't really straying too far away from what the others do. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you
Right.
go. you play this, and now you go over in high school, middle school, and it's like, damn, what the hell?
Yeah, no,
You kind of have
it's
some same elements.
yeah. I mean, because if if you went to north to south, you was probably going to Arthur Hill. You know what I'm
Which
saying? And
is the
so
same.
north to south pretty much ran a lot of the same system. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
you wasn't even going to the hill learning terminology. You knew the terminology. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't a whole bunch of. It was just fine tuning at that point. Like,
Yep.
but you in the ninth grade, like you don't even know proper pad level or not. Like you just a
No.
sitting duck. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't even want my kid to play. Like, nah,
Yeah.
we ain't even gonna do that. Like, you don't even know how to play. Like, and these boys, like, corn fed, you lined up across the cat that's 280, all muscle.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, son, nah,
Come on
nah.
out there, bro. Yeah.
We gonna play
Yeah.
something else, man. Like, you like tennis or something? You know, like,
Man.
play. We
And
gonna do
and
something else.
and
Cross
we
country. Let's do cross country.
you silly. Hey, but it's 100 though, and we hoping that what I'm saying, the Saginaw United and all of the Saginaw schools like now understand that. You know what I mean? That whatever feeder schools we got, be on a level. Probably the middle schools and the elementary. Go talk to Julian. I think Julian Taylor, the coach of the basketball team, right?
Yep.
Or the Saginaw United. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I feel like if you're in elementary, you should be getting ready to get to that level of playing at Saginaw United. By the time you get to the United, you shouldn't be just like, damn, everything is foreign. Now you're trying to get up to speed, and by that time, all the other schools is really, over what they already got the advantage over you.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, because they didn't been in their program since sixth grade. Like, you know what I'm saying? Same offense, same defense. You know what I'm saying? They know all the calls. They know, you know what I'm saying? And they done worked on all the fundamentals, like, you know what I'm saying? And even before sixth grade, you know what I'm saying? They play Pee Wee in
Mm-hmm.
pads. So
Yep.
they ain't learning about pad level and all of that in the ninth grade.
Mm-hmm.
No. Like
Yeah.
they're advanced at that point. Like they just plug and
They
play.
better. Yeah,
Yeah.
they way better.
You
Yeah.
know, and they're
And
tracking them the whole way. High school coach know who coming because the other coaches just tell them like, hey, you know, what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying, this gonna be your running back. Hey, watch him. So he getting that feedback, so he know who coming. He know
Oh
where
yeah.
he finna plug folks at, and you know what I'm saying, like hey,
Yeah. And that
Coach
was
Durant knew he had a Tony Martin coming. Like,
yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like. You might have thought he was going to the hill, but
Mm-hmm.
but
But that's one of the most underrated things because back then we always knew them cats that be like, man, coach didn't want me on the team because, and you already know he ain't want you on the team probably because you ain't playing middle school. You ain't play. You don't know what you ain't got no. You probably can play good on after school courts outside,
right.
but you didn't come up in his program. You ain't gonna be able to run the structure like he know you run. And he know these cats that did, so them the ones he picking. And it's
Yeah, he know them because you know what I'm saying. The middle school coaches is coming to the high school game, you know what I'm saying, and meeting with the coaches and stuff. Hell, the middle schools is bringing their teams to the game on Friday. So hey, y'all gonna meet coach. You know what I'm saying.
yeah,
He know. You know what I'm saying. He
yeah.
done built the relationships with their programs. These is his feeder programs. So
Mm-hmm.
the Saginaw High coach, he gonna get with the Weber coach and the Central coach and the Eddie coach. Those are mainly going to be his players.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he going to plug
And
in.
we didn't understand that, and we understood that when we got older, but you didn't understand that as a young youth.
No.
You know what I mean? Because I remember one time it affected me like that. Is we was going for I think it was AAU, and I think it was Coach Lawrence, if I ain't mistaken, but Heavenridge, because they had a good soccer team. We had just won the championship. Now I'm
Yeah.
going back, it's elementary and stuff. I'm in the sixth grade. But we had Howard Foster. He was scoring like 4-5 goals a game. I ain't gonna lie. And I was the goalie. And I wasn't letting nothing go through. And I just knew I was gonna make the team.
Yeah.
Nah, he didn't know nothing about me. He knew his guy. He knew what he wanted him to do. And I thought I did good in practice. I ain't let no goals go by. I did good. I'm figuring, hey, we just won a championship. I know he gonna let me put me on the team and everything. And I went home sad. And you don't understand that you looking at Cat like, how he make. But that was his guy. He already knew he was gonna do what he wanted to do. I knew it. I know it when I got older, but I was pissed off. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't understand as a kid. But these older people, they know kind of what they want to do, and I wasn't in part of what he wanted to do, whether he won a championship or not. He probably looked at me like, "Yeah, okay, but y'all don't run nothing close to what we do. You don't play the game the way I want you to play. You pretty good goalie, but no, I'm all right. I'm gonna get the. I know him, so most of his team was cats from what he wanted. What he wanted.
Right. Yep. That's how I go.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I go, man. You have feeder programs. That's usually what it is. You know what I'm saying? They running the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're getting taught certain fundamentals. So when he get to him, I ain't got to teach that because they done been taught it already.
Yeah,
They already know what the program is.
yeah,
So I just got to plug them in and, you know what I'm saying, put my little spin on it. And, you know what I'm saying, we going to keep this thing going.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, we gonna get on. I think it's about time, Jeff. We done hit an hour and 45. I guess
For sure.
we can reminisce all day. You know what I mean? There's so many good things about the city back then, and hopefully a lot of it will pick back up. We need the youth to see that same type of things, man, and hopefully a lot of these coaches, because we wouldn't have had the good times we had a lot of times if it wasn't for the older folks. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So older people got to understand that you create a lot of the things that the young people can succeed within, and if they ain't succeeding, it's probably because we ain't put them in the best position to succeed.
Yep. No doubt.
Yeah, so we appreciate everybody that done check this out. We still got people coming in, and we appreciate it. Over 12, it was 10, we got over 12, and people watching on other sites. We appreciate everybody that done checked in on us. You can always watch this episode again, or go to YouTube, or go to my page, Jeff page, or any just Google Thawed Magazine. Anything you want to see on Thawed Magazine is in there, or on YouTube or wherever. ThawedMagazine.com. This is screaming on ThawedMagazine.com too. So we appreciate y'all for kicking with us and riding with us this long. We are 1 hour and 46 minutes in, and a lot of people done stuck with us for a long period of time, and we appreciate that. That can't be understated.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. So Jeff, you got anything you want to say before we get on up out of here?
Man, just want to say thanks to everybody for rocking with us, man, and we'll see y'all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
No doubt, no doubt. I want to say go Lions, man. Y'all watch out gears, man. It's gonna get a good year.
For sure. One pride.
One pride, one pride. Hey, salute to y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all night, and we catch y'all on the next one.